So
Out of bed again.
So the last topic, I thought this was a really good one to end the show with. The old president of Sony was Layton. What was his name? I forget the guy's name.
You should have your notes there, buddy.
I do,
Yeah,
but
where
it
are your
messes up the
notes at?
screen every time I look at my notes.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
Didn't you
trying
put
not to
it
do
in-
that. So I gotta
Didn't
get
you
on
put
my
the little
phone.
thing? You put it in the phone, didn't you?
I did, but now I can't get it. Sean Layton. There you go.
There you go.
So Sean Layton, thanks for the help, guys.
I was trying to do it. I was stalling for you, man. I tried.
Yeah, so Sean Layton put out an interview with Eurogamer and basically saying games cost too much. I won't give you all the details, but he made a good point. He said games should be shorter. Basically.
For the prices that we are paying, they should be way bigger than what they've been giving us.
But they're
They need
already
to be-
pretty. I would
they need
argue
to
that
be
they're
like-
already pretty big. Like
No.
No.
You're thinking of content versus like actual like substance. Like there's a lot of like things that make the game look beautiful and yada yada yada. But like if I get a game like let's say Horizon, right? Play Horizon.
You took it out. Yeah.
And I get this beautiful experience of that, but then I could like beat it in a couple of hours. Am I really getting? And then I paid $70 for it too.
You know
Yeah,
what's the best? You know what's the best example
What?
of best money well spent for quality and story? Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. And the game, the graphics
There's
of
so
that
much
game
you
is
can do in that
not even phenomenal, but there's so much you can do in that game. It's ridiculous.
But
Now-
to be fair, you're not going to get a Red Dead Redemption 2 out of every game, right?
No, but what I'm saying
Nah,
is like,
nah.
here's a game that is where you pay too much money for too little content.
Yeah.
It's a game called Rise. When the Xbox One was first released,
Oh, yeah.
they brought this very beautiful game called
Beautiful game,
Rise.
still to this day.
And it's still beautiful.
Yeah.
Even you put that in 4K. It's
It's a gorgeous game today. The guys who made
But when it came to gameplay, it was consistent. Even the bosses fought like regular enemies. And then on top of that, the game was only 2.5 hours long.
Yeah.
At best. And it's like you sit there, and then when you try to replay the game's not replayable. Because there's no hidden stuff that you can search for. You're literally mandatory walking in places that you have to go to. The game was literally bad overall. But you paid $60 for it. If you paid $80 for it, if you pre-ordered it like my dumbass did,
You know what?
just to get a special skin.
I have another example.
Huh.
And they just released DLC, and it's a contender in the Game Awards. Elder Scroll. Oh my god.
Elden
Ring. There
Elden
we go.
Ring.
Elden Ring
yeah.
is perfect. Elden Ring is picture perfect. You are getting your money's worth for that game.
And they just released DLC, and that's literally contender for Game of the Year.
Yeah, I think the standard base game is 12 to 13 hours long.
Yeah.
If you decide to play it.
No. You know how many hours I have in the game, and I haven't beaten Elden Ring yet? I have on note for my PlayStation 121 hours on that game, and I haven't even beaten it yet.
Damn.
Wow. Just
There's
off
a lot
inside.
of content in the game.
It's
And
one
he's been roaming around. He's not dying all the damn time.
it's like you could beat the game if you wanted to, but there's so much side stuff to do. You're like you don't want to get to the end
because
yet.
here's the thing with me. I was so happy that I finally found a whole map.
Yeah.
I felt accomplished when I finally found a whole map because I want to explore. I want to get everything. I want to be the Elden Lord. I want to be the boss.
Yeah.
But there is something to be said about games that are like the Uncharted games, which are shorter, but I feel like have their own place that give you like a shorter experience.
Go to bed.
But
now.
a more
Grab
like
your blanket, go in your room, turn off the light, get ready for bed. Sorry, I didn't.
I got you. But like they give you a more a shorter experience, but like a great
Why
game.
is my mic not muting? My God. There we go. There.
I got you muted. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah, like a game like Uncharted that gives you like a shorter experience, but a great experience for somebody who maybe doesn't have that much time for a game. I would love if they made those games like $40. That'd be great. But like there's certain games that are like really good and short and not bloated. But I get what you're saying. Lonely is with. I think you hit it on the head. games that give you more like story or more, but not bloated content.
The games look amazing. But that's what makes the game quote unquote like big.
Yeah.
Right. But you don't get substance out of it. You don't get a lot of like content wasn't the right word I should have used originally, but I should have said like there's more like substance to the game than
Like
anything.
Horizon, there's
like
the
when you were
map,
talking.
Ubisoft.
No. Even with like going like open world games of like you can have a very full story that's not an open world game, right? You can have a game like I was saying, I was playing Animal Well, right? Played it for a couple hours. It was like it was on sale for like 15, I think, during Thanksgiving, and it drew my attention. And it's a neat like pixelated game, right? A lot of AAA games are kind of feel like the same game. You're getting a bunch of just flair, but nothing that's really grasping you. It's all about the like visuals that and the sound content and stuff like that. But it's like gameplay wise, they're lacking because they generally play the same, right? So
Walking Dead simulators.
You're saying Uncharted.
You know what's a
has
game?
the
You know what's a game I was very disappointed in. I didn't get it myself, but was very disappointed. But was very hyped up. What's it called? Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Oh
I
man,
just-
That's a
bought-
problem within itself too, just due to the whole was it a live service thing?
Yeah.
I
The live
just
service
bought
thing
that
is
game.
ruining gaming.
I just bought that game for $5. No.
Yeah.
Now, when me playing the game itself is great. The game is phenomenal. It's fun to play. It's goofy. I love the storyline. But guess what it did to me earlier today? It kicked me out of the game because of and I was playing locally, and it kicked me out of the game because the server had to do a maintenance.
Yep.
And
Live
that's what I
service
feel like
game
is
for a
part of
single
games.
player game.
A
Eee.
single player game, and it did that to me, bro.
So you have that. It was the idea originally of the games that were all the same, were like your Uncharted that were just stories. They were just we're
Yeah.
just playing like a
Yeah.
movie. It's an interactive movie essentially, right? You don't die if you try not to die, but it's a movie essentially, right? Then we started getting into like experiences that are kind of like expanding outside of that. Now a lot of these companies realize they're making millions of dollars off of these AAA titles. Why don't we see if we could get even more? Now your game has to be online all the time, so you also have to pay the money for like a subscription for whatever the service might be, whether it be PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live or whatever it might be. You have to pay for that to play this game, or for some cases, you have to have some kind of dealing with the company that is or the publishing company for this game. So, you want this new content, and start with DLC. You want this new content, you have to buy it. Now it's you want to play your game that you just bought, you have to buy it.
You know what's my problem with gaming nowadays? I feel like what's wrong with gaming is that everything, like you said, it needs to be a live service. But another thing is the lack of variety.
Yeah.
Samey. What's it called? Every live service game has a battle pass, but it all started with Fortnite. The idea of battle
everybody's
royale
trying to
games
copy
started
Fortnite,
with
definitely.
The battle pass started with Fortnite, and you know who started copying that? Call of Duty. A whole bunch of indie companies started doing battle royale. Battlefield
Tekken,
tried
Street
doing
Fighter.
Battlefield tried doing a battle royale, and no one talked about that at all.
Yeah.
But every single game has a battle pass now. It started
Halo.
with what was the next? Halo. But here's the thing: Halo did it right. Halo did the battle pass correct, because if you didn't get the past battle passes, you're able to turn
Go back and get.
Exactly. And that's what Marvel's Rivals is doing right now. They're actually going to keep it where it's like, if you have a battle pass, you don't have to worry about losing that battle pass. They're going to keep that one until you're finished with it. And then I don't know if it disappears or whatever, but it stays there for good.
That's cool.
But
That's cool.
speaking on the games and like buying what you paid for, there's a game that I remember seeing when the Xbox Series X first came out. If y'all want to try it, you can. It's $20. I'm looking at it right now. It's a game called Bright Memory.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was really that's when you had all the powers and your car flips over and everything like that. It was one of the first games like for when the new gen came out. They were like it's like one person made it, right? Like one guy.
I think so.
Yeah, it's made by one developer. It's pretty crazy. And Shadow, by the way, the Rise Son of Rome game, it was made by Crytek, so that's why it looked so good.
Yeah, Crytek makes some bomb games. I'm not gonna lie.
They'll crash your computer. I said that was the last topic, but I did forget about this. Street Fighter.
Where's my? I got to talk about my rant today. I got 2 rants to talk about. Today.
Okay, give me 1 second. Street Fighter had to push back one of their tournaments for Street Fighter League, not Street Fighter.